Why, hello there, and welcome. We're just waiting for the sound check by the sound chick, and of course, our esteemed guest, and potentially our other partner, Amy. Who knows? But we got the thumbs up.
Yes.
Do 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 do. Skidoo-doo-doo. All right, Donna, hang out here for a second. I gotta use a little bush.
Okay. Well, today, here on the Future Focus Friday, we should be joined here shortly by Steve Ignat from Ignacio Handmade, Permanent Cigars. He'll be joining us, and like Harry said, Amy should be joining us shortly soon, possibly. We'll see if she's around or if the kids are holding her hostage or not. But Steve recently had been deplatformed from Facebook, so he's been doing his thing over on Instagram, and I'll let him tell you more about it when he pops in here. But definitely have missed him over on the metaverse now, and I miss seeing all the artwork that normally gets posted to the Facebook. But I do peruse over the Instagrams, especially on what he's got coming out, because I love everything that he does. He's a man of many talents.
Many talents.
Many. Now I am going for coffee.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. We're just waiting on Steve Ignat, waiting on Steve Ignat, waiting on him to come.
I was gonna say, is it the person downstairs?
Wow, what are you trying to say? My feelings, they may be
That
hurt.
was not you, but oh my gosh, earlier, guys, I thought somebody was, yeah, it was bad. It was torture. Somebody outside. Terrible. Terrible.
Do. Anybody out there that is interested in crypto, after the last couple of days of it being severely down, it seems to be rebounding. So I would highly suggest, if you haven't already, first thing this morning, done your investing, I would get yourself invested. There you go. That's my my tip of the day. Everything is back up by a decent percentage from yesterday, 10 or more. Hang on, we are having technical difficulties with Mr. Ignat. Donna, I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to try to get into
The
stream via the guest link in the message that I sent you. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm moving it up so I can see where I'm going. Don't micromanage me, man.
I'm just letting you know that I'm not going to even put you on the screen. I just want to make sure you can get in.
I'm just moving it so I can see, because it's interfering with my visibility of tabs here. So let's see.
Well, I'm not. There you go. Yeah.
It should be working.
Me. All right, just one moment, everybody, while we try to get everything together. La di da 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 da. Boop 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 boop. Do 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 do. Skilly do 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 do. Skilly do 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 do. Skilly do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Thank you, Donna.
You're welcome, Mary. We still having technical
Looks
issues.
like we are still having technical issues because
Hmm.
he's trying it again. We'll see.
You need to regenerate.
No, I tried.
Oh.
It came up with the same link. I mean, it worked for you. It should work for everybody. I mean, I could get 10 people in.
I mean, it's so easy. Donna can do it.
No, I'm saying, like, if
I
the
know.
link worked for you, it means it'll work for anybody clicking on it.
Could be a connection issue.
It could be.
It could be.
But yeah, it's the same exact link. It may be a connection issue on his end.
Yeah. Possibly. But we miss you. We really do, because not only is he a talented artisan, he's a funny man too.
He's a fun guy.
He is a fun guy. Yeah. Sad to see him having to depend over on Instagram, so like for promoting it. What's the chances one takes when trying to do a lot of their promotions just based on social media? But I know we went through that, honestly.
Not that I really want to talk about it, but I guess I have no choice at this point.
Yeah.
So some interesting things happened today. A bunch of people who were horribly misinformed by mainstream media are very upset that someone who defended themselves got no. All right, hang on. I've got words.
Yay, words!
I've tried it twice, but I can't get in.
Oh. Sad face. He's been having a time with it.
Like,
I wonder if he's trying it from his phone.
I just tried it from my phone and it worked.
What did you do?
Wow, this is really weird because I just tried it from my phone and it worked, and Donna just tried it from her desktop. So I'm not sure what the issue is. We got to figure this out though.
Yeah.
Any message for your adoring fans? Anyhow, yeah. So that happened today, and my friends list is a mixed bag, and there are a lot of people who are very upset, and I don't really understand why, because I've watched the trial proceedings and I've seen the video and
You watched the live stream.
I've seen media coverage on all sides of this, and it's painfully obvious to me that anyone that's attached to the mainstream media didn't bother even watching the live streams, the videos after the live streams or anything. They just decided what the facts were and just reported it as such, and that's a travesty. The reality is, if you bothered to watch what happened that day, the specific videos that were used in the trial in and of itself that were available since day one, there is no doubt in my mind how this trial should have turned out. I saw someone who was putting fires out in a parking lot. The person who was setting fires attacked him. Oh, there he is. All right, good. Now we can stop listening to me talk. Ha Mr.
Thank
Steve
you.
Ignat,
I had to open it. I had to open the browser in Chrome because it said that my phone blocked the StreamYard.
Weird.
So, oh well, found a way around it. They
Well, now we
usually do.
know. So welcome. How is everything going out there in Nebraska?
Not bad, not bad. Got a train that won't shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's where the
Okay.
long trains are.
I'm gonna try and turn on my sound through the vehicle because I'm out here where I thought it was gonna be quiet.
So what's been going on? What's new? I hear you have some new pieces up for sale.
Yeah, that was out of necessity because I got I guess I laid down on my keys and unlocked my car, and somebody was milling around the alley Tuesday night and decided, oh, there's somebody sleeping on their keys, and they got in and they took my camera, but then they took all the permanent cigars that I had made.
Oh.
And
Wow.
yeah, I've made up a little bit of them. I got a few of them now. Ain't too bad. Kind of happy about that. And yeah, Tuesday night after, like, I woke up Wednesday morning in feeling very serene about, like, just because I went to Omaha, didn't make any sales, and I didn't feel like I performed very well for doing stand-up because it was just, I mean, none of the comedians did real well. Maybe a couple of them. Yeah, they weren't receptive that night. So, and then I came into Lincoln. I went and did another open mic at Storm Cellar, which is my home away from home. And I killed, absolutely killed. I'm happy about that. Went to bed, woke up in the morning like, yay. You know, one thing I didn't do was I didn't gamble when I went out there. I made sure I had enough gas to get back, which is unusual for me. And I was like, all right, so 2 good points from last night. I killed in here in Lincoln, and I made it back to Lincoln because I was being responsible.
Woo, win-win.
So yeah, I felt pretty good. And then I got out to my car, and my shit's gone through. And they still dig this, okay? So I do this thing called the yarn bit. I'll post a video sometime soon, actually, probably on YouTube, Steve Ignat, which I promised about a month ago that I would, and I haven't yet. But it's a yarn bit, and I don't really do prop comedy, but it's just a bunch of yarn that I threw out to the crowd, and I give away a couple of cigars. Tuesday night was actually 3 cigars that I gave out, and whoever it was stole my yarn too.
What?
A whole bag of yarn. And the cigars, I wouldn't think they would have got the cigars, but they must have liked yarn.
I'm just
Wow.
saying it's now looking like it's
cat burglar.
looking like it's an
Yeah.
old lady who stole your stuff.
Or a cat.
I think it's probably a 70-year-old lady
See?
with knitting needles, and they got my. So one night I threw the yarn out at the people in the audience, and one woman made for me. She made me a dick scarf.
Nice.
While she was out in the crowd, she like had knitting needles in her purse, and she knitted me a scarf for my genitalia. It was stupid.
Congratulations.
She must have really been.
Your genitals
impressed.
must be warm right now.
Yeah.
Very thoughtful. No, they got that too.
They
got
stole
that
your
too.
dick scarf?
Oh man, not
Oh.
the dick scarf.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's,
they got my dick scarf.
Whoa,
Fuck.
that's low. That's
My Richard scarf, I guess.
so
How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well.
If anyone out there in the Lincoln, Nebraska area sees someone wearing a dick scarf, punch them in the teeth.
As well they should. And I was saying just the other night how much I was expressing just how much I hate thieves. You know, people who just they don't. For some reason, I think thieves believe that what they do is a profession. You know, it's like, oh, I steal things. That's what I do. I've been working long and hard about this, and you know, if you give a thief enough rope, they say that they'll hang themselves. But I don't believe that for one damn bit. I think if you give a thief enough rope, they'll tie you up and then take more of your shit. Fuckers.
Or knit you another dick scarf.
I mean, yeah, if you broke it down.
arm. Spin you a tail.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to find that woman and give her some nicer yarn, and be like, "Hey, can you knit me another?"
I have this Chanel. Can you?
Huh? And here, yeah.
She said, "I have this Chanel."
Yeah, exactly. No, I got it right behind me actually. Blue Chanel. Yeah.
Any expansion on the store distribution?
None for about a month and a half. Nothing for about a month and a half, and I've been calling places and sending them. I call them. I tell them, hey, take a look at this, and hey, you know, I did have one, and the guy was like wanting to go. He was wanting me to make him a deal. He's like, dude, I'll buy 1,000 of them from you, and I'm like, you know, that sounds tempting, but he's like he's wanting the Chinese discount.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, go fuck yourself, because I'm not. I go, okay, so what you want me to do is to work harder and receive less. And he goes, no, that's not what I want at all. I'm like, kind of sounds like it. You want me to give you a huge discount, and you want me to make a shit ton of them. I don't feel like making money that way, you know. So I didn't go with him, and I'm not going to. Oh, I will fucking starve before this asshole gets my money or gets my product on his shelf. Like, you got to figure out what you want to do to get your product on my shelf. Like, no, I don't. I really don't. I don't need to, because I know I know what people pay for it, and I pretty much set the price. But if a retail place buys my stuff and then yanks up the price, hikes up the price, then I guess I'm okay with that, because that just means I can sell for more.
Yeah. Yeah, but giving someone like a giant discount, it's not so much that like you're working for. It's well, maybe I don't know the material cost, but it's also it's you're doing all these things yourself.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going, okay, and I'll go put an order into the factory in China, and like 1,000 little children will make 1,000 of these in a day. It's it's your time.
It's not like I'm trying to take food out of their mouths, but I gotta eat too.
Yeah.
It's just nuts how some people, and I only get one of those for every 10 contacts that I make. For maybe 10 or 11 contacts, I get one asshole who thinks he's God's gift to fucking retail. And like, no, you're not. I fucking sell more. I probably sell more by myself without brick and mortar, just going around to places and showing them off. I got First Friday events to go to. I got comedy that I do, and I sell this as merch wherever I go for comedy. And I mean, I don't do too bad just off of that, but it'd be nice to have a little extra. And it'd be nice to have, I think, a regular income off of it.
Right.
So I'm looking for more people or more companies, more retail stores that'll buy this, and I'm only asking half of the MSRP. Which I've heard from several places. Oh, that's not unheard of.
Yeah.
That's a fair price.
Yeah.
Sure, for you just paying half of what you're going to make out of it, and putting it on a shelf. Not even a square foot of retail space.
Yeah.
And you can order more whenever you want. You can order at several different price points, and I'll fill the order within 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm complaining a lot.
No, I mean, you see it as an artist and somebody that produces unique, one of a kind, items, products that, yeah, sure, it can be mass produced over in China or wherever, but
They'll fall to shit. They will fall to pieces if they're mass produced.
Yeah,
nobody will know how to make them.
Yeah, exactly. And
it takes some prep and some finesse to do some of this stuff, because I'm a prototype engineer by trade. Okay. I mean, so I know things. I've learned wood over the past few years, but I've always known metal. So there's a little bit of metallurgy involved, and there's a lot of woodworking involved, and there's just a little tiny bit of chemistry involved, which it isn't anything more than just cyanoacrylate, and a thin coating of it, about 3 thin coats of it. But the artisan part, I've always been an artist. I've always looked at things differently than some other people look at them. You know, I've always been able to work with my hands. I've always I've always seen the beauty in things that other people couldn't. You know, or been able to even replicate things. You know, I can
Right.
just look at something and go, I can do that. You know, but these are. I mean, cigar pipes have been around for a long time, but I mean, back into the 20s, they were a thing. Not in the form that you see me having them. I mean, they were cigar holders and stuff. But there's only a few people that make these, and nobody makes them like I do. You know, there's one guy who blows glass. I don't know where he's out of, but I've seen his work, and I like it. This guy blows cigars out of glass, which I was thinking about doing a couple of years ago when I first started doing this. But I'm like, nah, I don't want to just learn how to blow glass. I've already just learned how to do woodworking and get the ins and outs of what kinds of wood you can use for this, and what kinds of woods are toxic, what kind of woods smell bad or impart a horrible flavor to whatever you're smoking. But the one guy does it in glass, and he puts a label around it. He makes a glass cigar, and he has a label around it. And I looked at one, and it's got no protection around the label, just meaning that if you know how some people just pick at something,
Mhm.
you know, they just sit there picking at it. Even if they're not paying attention, they'll just like pick at it, and then pretty soon the label's gone, you know.
Yeah.
But that's part of the art.
I'm terrible about that with the old beer bottles.
You still have the sticker on yours
No,
on your
it
corn cob pipe?
came off, but I use mine like every day.
Yeah,
Literally,
I get that.
I do
Yeah, you're about
right
due
now.
for a new one.
Yeah, I am. I've been using one of his prototypes, one of Steve's prototypes that he made out of corn cob.
Yep.
And at first, when I love all the work that you do. And when
Thank
I
you.
see that, I was like, what is that? Some kind of, it's like, I wasn't sure if it was like some kind of Coach purse design burnt into I was like, what is that? It's corn cob.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. Like
Thank
I said, I use it every day. So it's my
I
daily-
can't believe it's holding up this long.
yeah.
Because
I'm
corn cob
impressed.
pipes in general don't usually last forever, you know.
Well, it's that casing you put in, you know.
Yeah,
that
that helps.
Yeah.
You're right. That does help. So, have you noticed any kind of shrinking or anything with it?
No.
At all?
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't get cold down here, so there's not much
Yeah.
shrinkage.
No, it's been holding up
It's
very
about
well.
that long.
That's
No,
all it's got. There's no shrinkage.
we don't need no Nick sweater for it. But but yeah, it pretty much just run, my little pokey thing through it.
Yeah.
Every now and then, and I'm good. I'm good. Oh, that's so beautiful. I
Ooh,
love
that is pretty.
That is
As,
one piece. And look at that label. I just love the collar and that. Oh wow.
That is pretty. It's very pretty.
Oh God.
Thank you. And this is
Do love
last
the
one I finished.
Mm.
I mean, she's not that pretty.
What kind of wood is that?
That is black palm
Oh,
with a 9mm shell casing in it.
nice.
I'm thinking about. I mean, it is Friday, right?
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
I should probably do a Friday sale, a Black Friday sale, but I'm
That's
Caucasian.
Ooh. That's next week. Black Friday's next week, man.
Oh no, it's Black Friday every week until Christmas. I'm sure of it.
There you go.
It's come down to that in retail. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, we go with all the Cyber
Black
Monday.
Friday.
Black
Friday.
the Metrodome.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Hentai Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
DM me the link, will you? I'll watch. I ain't got no problem with that. I mean, I've seen worse. We've all seen worse. Jeez,
Yeah.
I've seen worse in the mirror.
Oh.
I was here for the beginning of the internet and eBaum's world and something awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Go to meatspin.com right now.
And 4chan wasn't any better.
Yeah.
4chan was fun for a minute, just for a minute. Why the hell is that going there? Oh, what the hell? All right, there. That looks prettier. Like my my nice view here.
Trees, yeah.
Nice trees.
Pretty happy. My truck gets wrecked and then I get something better. So that was lucky.
Yeah.
It was insurance money.
There you go.
So whomever stole the the permanent cigars from my car in my backyard, if you're out there and you're watching, which you probably are not, you know, because you probably got better things to do, like steal shit. But I'm not calling the cops, and it's because I think there's a different solution to this problem, and so if anybody knows who it is, they can just let me know, and I mean, okay, so it's going to be really hard for me to break fingers because I'm very empathetic, you know, or just pathetic, I guess. I don't know. I have empathy for others, but I think while I'm breaking fingers, I'd be like, God damn, that must hurt. Oh my God. Oh, I have to do it again though. Ah, God. Sorry. That's where my mind goes. It's just, you know, got my, yeah. All right.
Well,
I don't like thieves. I'm tired of them.
It's a shame that like in your own backyard, like
Yep.
motherfuckers are up in your yard. Wow. I thought
Yeah,
that
they're dirty.
happened at the show or something. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know it happened in your backyard.
Huh?
I had no idea it happened in your backyard. I thought it happened like at a show or something.
Yeah.
No. If it happened at a show, it might have been I almost easier to find out who it was because
Right.
I just look for who wasn't showing up anymore. You know, because you know damn well they won't show up. Thieves don't show.
Good thieves.
Well, hold on. There's somebody. Okay, that's a neighbor. All right.
Nobody's casing the place while we're sitting here online.
No, I'm like paranoid now about it.
Well, I don't blame you. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
That's somebody's products that
I'd buy bear traps and put them around your car when you park it.
No, that's illegal as fuck. At least it's punishable. You can't. Regrettably, it's punishable. So
only if they survive.
Yeah, I know, and I know certain things, but they aren't things that I want to have to employ. You know, I only want broken fingers.
I feel you. Just the cleanup.
Get pigs. It was in Nebraska.
I don't even give a shit about my camera. You know, I don't know.
Labor you put into your products.
It's not.
That's what bothers them the most.
It's honestly not worth. Like, I mean, the labor they put into them, and you know, whatever material costs and everything, it's not worth getting into trouble for. But you know, I definitely, I don't know. I would like a little restitution. That's all.
Yeah.
You know. Oop. There's another one that I just made.
Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh.
What kind of wood is that one?
It's getting dark here, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's light. Haha.
Ooh.
Yeah, the sun's already down here.
So how long does it usually take you to produce a piece?
So I got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I got 14 plus I sold one yesterday. So I did 15 of them basically in 24 hours,
Oh, wow.
you know, and that was on top of going to a comedy show and looking for a lost friend who a friend of mine turned up missing, and she's back. She's back. She went on a walkabout for a second, you know. If you remember Crocodile Dundee, where he went on walkabout.
Yeah.
Nobody knew where he was. So yeah, that was kind of what she did for for however many hours. And there were a bunch of us, and we filed a missing persons report and everything because she left her purse, she left her money, and yeah, she left a lot of things that you'd think somebody would take with them, you know. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. But I worked through a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was upsetting, but it's all good now. Everything's fine.
Well, glad that she's been found.
Yeah. Well, and I'm kind of glad for her that she got a little peace of mind out of the deal too. You know, kind of get away from herself a little bit. We all kind of need that. My way of doing that is usually sleep. Like sleep for a weekend. Ain't too bad. How's the weather down there? Is it something like I'd like to feel right now?
Well, it was cooler than normal, but that doesn't really say very much for someone in Nebraska.
Well, I don't know what's cooler than normal.
Normal is like between 70 and 80.
Yeah.
And cooler than that?
A little
I'll take it. I'll take it. My golly. Sounds like heaven.
In the early morning, we did have a couple of days where like the high was like 65, 70.
Yeah. I had to wear
That's
socks.
just about perfect.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I was complaining to my friends back home and up in the Midwest. Yeah, I had to put long socks on and break out a cardigan and like shut up.
Yeah, I'm wearing a jacket.
I know.
It's like 71 degrees right now.
I don't think it's too far from that here, but I don't dare check it because I don't know if I'll be. So let me check, see if I can. Oh yeah, I can actually. All right. Where's Amy at, by the way?
I don't know.
I think the kids have her hostage.
Yeah, probably. That's
Okay.
I think she did react to the video, but I don't know if she's actually here. I mean, I put the link in the chat for everybody, but
I guess it's 51 degrees here right now. So that ain't so bad either, really. It was colder earlier and a lot windier. It was windy, and then I was watching YouTube earlier, and they had history guy on talking about the Dust Bowl, and I'm like, no, oh, no.
Yeah, you're not in the.
It was that kind of windy. It was like
Cool.
blowing dirt in your face, windy.
I don't care for any of that.
Yeah, it was windy today. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll
That's
probably be
why-
windy tomorrow. I'd think.
Probably why it's like 70 degrees out now.
We got a nice
That's
breeze
fucking
coming
beautiful.
from the window here.
Usually the thermostat in the house and in my car is about 73. That's where I usually have it set. Which, it means the heater and the air conditioner doesn't work until, well, okay. So the only time it doesn't work is like for a week in April, I think.
Yeah, we haven't had AC on since September, and we probably won't have like the heat. I think we had the heat on one time when it got really cold, and then it might happen again like in January or February. But other than that, it'll be like this. Oh, there she is.
Hi,
She can't hear you yet. Hang on.
I don't see her yet. Oh, there she is.
There she
Hey,
is.
barcode.
About time, Amy.
The
Must
kids
have-
have decided either they're going to be good for 2 seconds or going to be bad every 2 seconds. So it's like kind of hit and miss today.
Your ears must have been itching.
I peed in the toilet. Me too. Grandma?
That's not Grandma. What are you talking about?
That's Daddy.
That's not Daddy either.
No. Huh? Oh,
Go see Boom Boom on your own cameras.
well, that never happened.
Yes. Yes, go play with your tablet. Look at your camera on there, weirdos. Show brother how to do his camera.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know which one of us was supposed to be daddy on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know who was supposed to be Grandma either, so.
Yeah.
I'm the daddy.
maybe
Daddy
Donna's
Donna.
Good. I'm glad they're gone because I can smoke now.
Well, let's see if we can make this so it fits more. Aha! Da, da, da.
Oh,
Here, my friend.
Look at that. Everyone's in the camera now.
Oh, yeah.
Boom Boom. What do you want?
So,
Well, then what the hell did you bring it to me for? Everything, show, go on.
they, when they broke into my car, or, well, when they took the cigars, they also took almost all of my cards.
Oh.
Oh. That's
Why would they take your cards?
because they were with my cigars.
Oh,
Which-
I was gonna say that's kind of stupid. Like if they're gonna try and pass it off, like they're,
Well,
you, because
I get your
once
point.
someone calls the number,
They-
that's kind of
Yeah,
go away.
but they also got my card reader, my PayPal card reader, and I'm thinking, well, I hope they do some business with it because it's just going to go into my account, you know.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, could the location of something like that be tracked? You know?
I don't know yet. I really haven't called them yet to order a new one. I almost don't want to just because PayPal is known for cash grabs, and I don't really want to deal with that.
Right.
You know, so I might go and do a Squarespace kind of thing.
I've heard nothing but good things about Squares. So
Yeah,
Whoop.
yeah. I've heard nothing but good things about Square too.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I am gonna push my seat forward, and that now I'm really close to the camera. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm way too close. I look like I'm fat too because the phone's at an angle upward. There we go.
Don't worry, we've seen your hot legs. We know you're not a fatty.
Yeah,
There, that better.
we've seen you all dressed up.
No, I can't put the phone that way. I can't do that.
It doesn't do
So-
anything. Uh-oh,
We lost them.
we lost Steve.
Come back, Steve.
Oh yeah.
Kitty cat. I was gonna ask him how long he's been on the band, the platform, but I'll ask him if he comes back.
Would you? God, you two. Stop. Oh my God.
Do 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 do. Skiddy doo 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 doo. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Na da 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 da. Skiddy doo 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 doo.
But yeah, if you would like your very own Ignacio
there he
handmade
is.
cigars. Oh, here he
There he is.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I got your message. I didn't get the voice message yet, though. It'll be. I'll probably get it after.
So, how long have you been on the Facebook ban or the platform?
I think it's been since the 28th of October. Or no, earlier than that.
Yeah.
So they've had me banned for probably a month and a half, maybe 2 months. And I'm not very happy about it. I think it was September 21st, maybe. So it's coming up on 3 months then, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 months. 2 months, yeah.
So tell everybody where they can find some of your Ignacio handmade permanent cigars.
Do what?
Since they can't find you on Facebook, where can they find Ignacio Handmade Permanent Cigars?
At Ignacio Handmade on Instagram right now, or use a hashtag, say Ignacio Permanent Cigars. It's IGNACIO Handmade, and that's I am horrible with choosing company names just because I always have to make them my own, and people always have to have it spelled out for them. It sucks. It's just, I couldn't call it just, binkdink.com, I don't know, something easy.
StevesBigDick.com.
Yeah, Big Dink.
In your
Big
mouth.
Dink. Big Dink. Oh shit, I had mine. Oh, no, I
Get
don't.
Steve's wood and put it in your mouth right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? There's
I'm happy.
one of the smaller ones I make, and that one is actually just like a cigar holder or whatever you want it to be holder, and it doesn't have a it doesn't have a casing in it. But that's the only one I made like that. And I made this big one with the 45 in it, the 45 caliber. And it's called a Magic Toast.
Ooh.
Yeah. Magic Toast. Yeah. Magic Toast. Magic Toast. Fucking The Who. from way back. Oh, it was Magic Bus. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever. There were a lot of drugs in that time, so it's easy to get confused.
I mean, it might have been Magic Toast that just sprouted wheels and a yellow and black paint job and just started picking up kids along the side of the road. I mean, I could see that happening. I'm like, hey, that Magic Toast is now a Magic Bus. Let's write a song about it.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do?
So how are you, Amy?
Oh, fighting with kids. Other than that, nothing new. Which I guess that's not new. That's daily. So.
Are you winning though? You are still taller than them. Or are they ganging up?
Barely.
They gotta be.
Well, I think weight-wise, they're getting pretty close.
Well, sweep
They can tag team me, and it's fairly close to even line, right? I'll just pick up whichever one's lighter and hit that one with this one,
Hey, that's my gig.
Mhm.
I do a joke about people saying how well I do with my kids, and they think it's cool to ask me to watch their kids over the weekend or something. And I'm like, nope, don't ever bring your kids over to my house. Never. Never, ever, ever. Because I don't give a shit how well, just how disciplined your kids might be. At the first sign of trouble, I will pick up your kids and throw them at other children.
Yeet.
I'll yeet your kids at another kid, or your kid and another kid, whatever. I'll eat. Maybe you got twins. They'll be Siamese in a minute.
They'll be conjoined at the ass beating.
Yep, and they ain't going back into my house. Hey, pick your kids up. Where are they? Out in the yard? I don't know. Better get here quick. There's some van running around.
I don't know.
Oh man, it reminds me of these kids that were the kids of my mom's friend, and they were just downright heathens. And it's like, look, we could be much worse.
Mm-hmm.
They were.
That was always the good thing about having bad friends. Was you'd be like, look, Grandma, these kids are shittier than I am.
Right?
You should feel lucky. My grandma, I remember my cousins and I would make my grandma so mad that she would do this. She'd go, I knock your head off. She'd say, I knock your head off. And that meant she was pissed. And we quit. We'd like, all right, we'll settle down. And, but we'd always be at each other's throats, me and my cousins. And, so later on in years, and before she passed away, I asked her about that. I'm like, do you remember telling me that you'd knock my head off if I kept being bad? And she goes, I never say something like that. No, I not say things like that. I'm like, okay, all right. And I remember she asked me one time. She said, Stevie, because she called me Stafku, right? And she asked me, why you so bad? Why you act so bad? And I go, I'm being bad now so I can be good when I go to heaven. I'm getting it out of my system, Grandma. Give me a break. That must have been a cute thing. It must have been I must have been cute
Sure.
because I got away with so much shit. What are you doing, Amy?
Giving the
What are you
kids a
digging in
stare
the
down.
cupboard? What?
Giving the kids a stare down. Hey, if they're quiet, you go check and make sure if they're doing anything bad just because they're quiet. And even if you walk in and they're not doing anything, you gotta fire that warning shot.
Yeah.
Well,
don't even
you
think
might
about
want
doing
to
the bad
investigate
thing.
too. You might want to investigate too because there might be something missing out of the bathroom, like hairspray or something.
Yeah.
We saw this on TV. You use hairspray and a lighter.
Yeah.
Look,
That was-
Mom, I'm a
I
dragon.
really wouldn't put that past my kids, honestly.
That's how I lit my hands on fire.
Yeah. You know, I lost my eyebrows when I was a kid from trying to start a fire in the backyard. I was trying to start a campfire. And I put a bunch of sticks on the ground, cleared out everything, all the leaves. There was nothing. It was clear, just dirt. Throw down some twigs and some sticks, and then I used Dad's starter fluid for his car, which is ether in a can.
Yeah.
Sprayed it on all the wood. It lit right up, buddy. But I was standing right over it because nobody taught me how to start a fire yet. But I learned real quick.
I burned a house down when I was a kid. I was that kid.
My brother was that kid.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. I was younger, and my brother and his little neighbor buddy of his talked me into lighting some matches. And we were just hanging out on, like, a back porch or something. Well, I did, and, then there was a fire because we didn't put it out. I just lit it and dropped it, and they didn't want to touch it. I didn't know what to do. I was only, like, probably 3 or something like that. Burned most of their house down, which was kind of fortunate because it could have been worse because they lived next door to a lumber yard.
Yeah,
so that could have been a very costly experience. I did get to tour the fire department after that, though.
Silver
I
lining.
remember that. I was like, so.
God.
This whole entire
Leave the Dalmatians alone.
pure prodigy. Sorry.
So, Steve, do you have any shows coming up?
There's one at the Royal Grove on December 10th. However, I'm not going to be in it. I'm going to have a booth.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, you know?
Yeah.
And hey, if one of the other comics backs out, meh, I'll be right there. I haven't had shows for a little while, so I haven't been on any shows for a while. It seems like I just need to make my own, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just get in touch with whomever and be like, hey, I'll do a show for you, whatever. But a lot of times, and it's very strange, if you contact somebody and they're all willing to have a show and everything, it seems like they're just on the brink of bankruptcy. And like, yeah, if your show doesn't pull us out of the fucking ground, then we're probably going to have to close the doors. And I remember the first time the second time that happened. Because the first time, I knew it didn't have anything to do with me. But the second time, I was doing a show. I did one show, and I came back the next week or the next month. I remember. But I came back ready to do the show, and the doors were locked and they were closed. They were just fucking. But it turned out that they lost their liquor license. So yeah, like only for a day did I think that it was my fault. You know, like, God, it was that bad? I didn't think it was that bad. I did an hour. Because no other comics showed up.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah. That wasn't so bad. I played in front of like 2 people before. You know?
Yeah, I know that feeling. When I was in a band, like the first like 8 shows we did, there was like the bartender there. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, there's still somebody to play for, you know. That's the one nice thing about it is now there's another car coming around. Oh, okay. That's my folks going to their house.
Okay.
They live across the alley from me. I bought the house across the alley from them. So we got a little my brother lives in the house right across, and they live catty corner from me in the alley. We have a kind of a family compound going.
So basically,
that's pretty awesome.
If the apocalypse comes, you guys can just shelter up and keep everybody else out.
Oh yeah. If like one of our houses goes up in a tornado or something, you know, we all have some place to stay, providing we didn't go up with the house.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean.
Yeah. I'm about done because I got other things that I got to take care of. But I've really had a lot of fun here. Thank you guys for having me on.
Anytime, man. Thank you for coming on. So where was that show again? When was that show that you're going to be at?
It's at the Royal Grove in Lincoln, Nebraska on December the 10th. And I'm just going to have a booth. That's it. I'm not going to do the show, but I will probably. I'm talking with a couple of people, and I'll be on some shows fairly soon. But it's like I said, it's been a while, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, like you got to build up material and fit it all together and make it all smooth and flow and seem like, you know, like you didn't have to think about it, but you did. you had to take it. So there's a lot involved in writing a set, you know, or like, you know, maybe an hour's worth of material, which I could probably very easily do now. Way back when it was a lot of crowd work. It was just, hey, what do you do? What's your name? You know, and now it's just, you know, I can do the crowd work. If somebody heckles me, I got no problem talking to them. You know, it won't interrupt my set. They'll just, you know, they'll provide the comedy
it might
for
enhance your set.
Well, I mean, I'm not encouraging heckles, but if it happens, it doesn't bother. I don't usually miss a beat with it, you know?
Yeah.
But,
that's a sign of the truth.
no, stop. Ugh. I can talk myself up pretty well.
So yeah, everybody go check out Steve's Permanent Cigars over on Instagram. You can find him in local shops in the Lincoln, Nebraska region, and
as well as
all
Colorado,
the states.
Yeah, I have them in 7 states. I have them in Lincoln, Nebraska. I have them in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, at Rollin' Smoke. I have them at what is that place? They're in mid Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa, at Uncle Ruckus's. They're at Kansas City at KC Exotics. They're in Lincoln, Nebraska, at G&G, House of Glass, Herbs and More, and Highest Cloud. They're in Colorado at Third Coast Headies. A lot of places in Colorado. Third Coast Headies in Colorado Springs. What's the other one? Mixed Up Creations in Aurora. Like every major city in Colorado.
Mhm.
They're in Denver. They're in Colorado Springs. Yeah, quite a few. And then
do you also
that?
take to the G&G in Omaha?
Yeah, G&G in Omaha. Yep, G&G
Okay.
in Omaha.
I wasn't sure if you do both of them or not.
Yeah, both G&Gs. The one here in Lincoln and Omaha. Then
Awesome.
Green Star Glass and Goodies, I think. Yeah, and that's in Des Moines, or that's in
Council
the
Bluffs?
Bluffs, and Council Bluffs, and in Omaha. There, gosh darn, so many places, which I'm very, very grateful for. Wow, there's a lot, but yeah, a lot of places in Mixed Up Creations and Third Coast Eddies in Colorado, and let's see, I'm working on another place in Missouri, in St. Louis, and I'm trying to talk to them. I'm working on a place in Montana, trying to talk to them. If you know anybody out of state, like out of Lincoln, or out of Nebraska, that is, if you know anybody, any retail stores, tell them about me. Take them to my page and say, hey, I want one of these, or I think it'd be a cool thing to see these in your store. And that might be the encouragement they need to hit me up, because I've had people people with retail stores just hit me up and say, hey, I'd like to order some. It's been about a month, but it happens, and it's kind of nice when it does, because I treat them good. I treat my retailers fucking great. They treat me great. I haven't had any problems, really. I'm pretty happy about it. But I guess I'll post it I'll post it a little later on Instagram, where they are, what retail stores have them. And yeah, that'll be about the best I can do. But I'm gonna go on and get out of here. I love you guys. I hope you're doing all right.
All right.
Okay.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming
take
up.
it easy, man. Have a good night.
Talk to you guys later.
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 You sure it's not just a mess, Ayana?
Oh. But yeah, there we have it.
I think he actually dropped out. Just waiting for everything to catch up. Okay. So there we have it. Donna will take the or anybody will take the post from Instagram and put it on the network so that everyone can see it.
For a full list of
full list of retailers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
So yeah, I'll get that up over here. And see what else. And the link to his Instagram for everybody, because he does not have a presence on Facebook.
Did he get a permanent ban or what?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. He's
He
been
doesn't
banned
know.
for 2 months now.
Almost.
Yeah, close to 2 months. So who knows? Even if it should even count because, the metaverse.
Right.
Now, it should void all previous sins and trespasses. But I only say that because, the Van Hammer a few times.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Future Focus Friday. Steve Ignat. I guess we'll see you guys on Monday. I'm gonna get dinner made.
Making things.
And I think Amy's going to wrestle her children.
Okay, Matt.
Well, we'll talk to you later. Definitely. Have a
Goodbye,
good
everybody.
evening.
Have a great evening, and we will see you Monday.
Mommy?